Greetings, friends, YouTube friends. I haven't made a video in a while, so I thought I'd do a check-in video. I don't have chocolate on me, do I? I just had a chocolate thing. I was going to show you the garden and kind of give an update on how the garden has been this year. First, I think I did show some of the work that I've been doing, but I'll just kind of show it to you in a more complete way right now. So I have this Baba Yaga's Garden series, and let me see. Turn on another light here. Oops. Yeah, there we go. So I've got a couple of different gestures that I'm using. These are the flower series here. I think that's it for the flowers. Oh, no, I've got one more. So here are the flowers, and give you an idea of, these are toned in coffee. They're the blue cyanotypes that I bleach, and I do what's called split toning. I don't know if you can be able to see it here very well, so that there's actually a little bit of the blue left in them, and then it's bleached a little bit, and then it's got the coffee that gives it sort of a, I would call it sort of a warm charcoal. This really is not, camera is really not picking up on the subtleties of the tone. But so here's the flower series. I've got Gaillardia, Cosmos, Cornflower, Larkspur. I've got two flowers on this one. I've got Dogwood and Hellebore, Hollyhock, and this is Gompharia, I think it's called, Globe Amaranth. So that's the flower series that are complete. I've had some inquiries for purchases, but there's somebody that was the first person to ask, and I don't want to get rid of any of the others until she has a first go. So these are the ones that are, these are a straight cyanotype, although they are a little bit faded because of the paper that I used, but I rather like it. I've grown to really like it. So this is the herb series, and these are all medicinal herbs, so I really like the, I think you've probably seen most of these. I'm not sure that I need to go and show all of them, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what they're all like together. And then I started another series, and I sort of ruined the two prints because I was using this paper that I don't like so much, and it really didn't hold up. But so then I toned it. I toned it in green tea, and so this is Baba Yaga, Baba watering her buckwheat. And again, it's kind of a. I wish I could get a better. Give you a better sense of the color. So this was blue, and now it's kind of a purplish, but it's a little too muddy. The way the paper absorbed the sensitizer just. Anyway, these are experiments, but this is the other one, and this is with the medicinal herbs. This one actually is not too bad, except because the paper gets so tender when it's going through the different baths. It tore in a couple places. So that's that. So I haven't been making any artwork for a couple of days, and in fact I looked online to see if the organization that I'm going to be doing the pinhole class for in October had the announcement up, and they did, and it's kind of like, I got to get back to doing my pinholes. So I did bring out my Zero and have been doing a little bit with that, and I want to do some black and white so I can just process it right at home and I don't have to wait. So that's art. That's the artwork. which is actually going pretty well since I hadn't been doing it for a while, and I've kind of jumped back into doing it, and I've been pleased with the results, and I have been pleased with the response that I've gotten from people. So that's that. That's the artwork. And then we'll go upstairs. I haven't been doing any fermenting. I've been eating my pickles that I fermented. And I've got the hibiscus soda, which I have another one of right here. Turned out really well. These are some that's sassafras that weren't. Oh, we'll see how they are when I open them up. But I'm doing a St. John's wort oil, and I keep picking it from the garden. And this is my dried calendula so far from the garden. And I'm starting to get some okra. I've actually gotten quite a lot of cucumbers. I'm starting to get some peppers, and some of the tomatoes are also starting to change color. So we'll go outside and I'll show you the garden. So the one morning glory here I've got going all the way across, although it hasn't started blooming yet. However, this one over here has one. There's several plants here, so I'm starting to get my morning glories to come here, which is nice. But that's my cucumbers, which they're still producing. My tomatillos have some little tomatillos on them, and the okra is nearly as tall as I am because it's kind of shady here. But I love the okra flowers; they look like hibiscus, so they're actually pretty beautiful. And I've gotten quite a lot of eggplant. I've fixed at least a few eggplant dishes, and it kind of took a rest. The plants took a rest, but now they're putting out some new growth again. And the herbs are getting kind of leggy. They're starting to bloom, so I'll probably cut them back pretty soon, and I can see where the mint is putting out new shoots, so that's good. And my hollyhocks have finally kind of almost stopped blooming, although there is a lot of new growth at the bottom of this one. But I've been throwing the seed a lot. But I've got some, I should probably pick these. These are some like jalapeno types, and these are, I forget what the little yellow ones are. And I finally got some, these are going to be red peppers. I picked one off of that, and I've got some more okra out here. But the purple, Cherokee purple, is finally turning color, so that's good. My comfrey is done okay. There's a lot of stuff, you know, it's August, so a lot of things are tired out by now. Catnip has done really well. Yeah, that elder has done well, but it didn't bloom this year yet. But that's all right. Next year I have another one out back. This mugwort has done well, and I hope it will be spreading. I mean, it'll die back in the winter, but I hope next year it will spread outward. That rue is doing well. Chase tree is doing well. This, whatever this cultivar is, it's a lot more delicate than what I had in California. My rose geranium's done well. I had picked all my black currants, and they've got some little growth coming out there. I've got to get some trellises for my Rosa canina. The red runner beans have done okay, but they're perennials, so at the end of this year I'll cut them back and I'll mulch them real well. Hummingbirds have liked the blooms, which is good. Well, the hops have been okay. The California mugwort's done pretty well. It's very leggy, so it needs to be cut back soon. The goji, there's some little goji berries. Look, I got some little goji berries. But the plant is sort of meh, so that too I may need to do something with. mulch really well in the fall. I started some new squash. I don't know why, but I did. And then the medicinals out here. What you hearing, Avery? Don't chew on the stick. This is where the St. John's wort is spread well, and the motherwort's been real healthy, and the valerian's kind of coming back after it bloomed. Everything's been stressed because of the heat. There's a lot of these little things coming up here, and I'm wondering if they're baby valerian. I don't know. And then I've got some more comfrey out there, and just some perennials. But I'm going to be spreading the garden all out here next year. I've got a bunch of hollyhocks coming up, so these won't bloom this year. They'll probably die back in the winter, but they're doing really well. And I'm trying to get some seed poppy, which is actually opium poppy, going. I've only got a little bit of it going, and I don't know how well those are going to do. Sunflowers are all done, got killed off by squirrels and birds, but I've got a lot of hollyhocks coming up here too. And my white sage is, and you should find a sunnier spot for it. The lavender has done okay. The horseradish has done really well. I've got some tall, marigolds in there. Avery, let's go out back. Come on. Let's go out back. I don't know what happened to the bunnies. She used to like to chase the bunnies, but they're kind of gone. All right, and out here, my squash was a failure, but that's okay. I've got a whole lot of volunteer tomatoes, so I've been sticking trellises in, and they're like smaller tomatoes. Some more okra back here. The beans, I didn't get too much. I got a few. That's all bitter melon. And I've got some kale that's hanging on, but it's kind of so-so. My basil in this pot has done well, and these are all ginger that's coming up. And my yuzu is okay. Next year I hope to see if I can get... oh, get that squirrel! Get that squirrel! Get some medicinals planted in the woodland setting, like golden seal and American ginseng and the cohoshes and things like that. This is done. I've got some basil coming up in the spiral garden. I even threw some squash seed in there, and that's coming up. But yeah, it's actually kind of a cool August day here today, which is kind of unusual. I'm going in. You gonna come with me? You gonna come? Come on, Avery! Yay! Woo! She's gonna go see her friend Rocco tonight. I'm gonna go to my friend Rhonda's, and we're gonna watch the last Daily Show. Come on, let's go inside. And oh yeah, I can show you progress on my on the centerpiece for my runner. So it's kind of symbolizing the sun there. And oh, and this was an exhibit that I went to see yesterday at the VMFA on Japanese tattoo, which was like really awesome. Just amazing, amazing work. It was interesting because I would find myself initially seeing the body of the person that the tattoo was on, and then as soon as I started looking at the tattoo, it was like they disappeared. I just saw the imagery of the tattoo, and there was a lot of gods and goddesses and demons and dragons and fish, and it was very impressive. So that's about it. Things are going okay. I'm still dealing with a lot of emotional stuff. I don't like living alone. I like having a partner, and that part is very difficult for me, but I keep trying to learn from it and be a good partner for myself, be good to myself. Yeah, so been enjoying everybody else's videos, even though like the witchy tags and things, I don't really have anything to contribute because my spirituality is a little whatever it is, it's different. But anyway, yeah, so that's it. I hope you're all doing well, and I wish you a good weekend ahead. And yeah, have a nice Friday evening.